Hi, it's Liz. Today we're going to do another felty design, so it's embroidering on felt. I am going to put these unicorns on the Etsy shop. I just opened up an Etsy store, so they will be on there. I'm only putting 3 on because this one is definitely got some stuff happening with the thread at the top, but those will be on the Etsy store. The link's down in the description below. So today we're going to be making the cupcakes. I'm going to be doing 4 at a time. So when I received the design file, it actually has like a PDF, and then it tells you the design sequence, but you have to make sure that your design sequence matches what's the file that you've been given, because I don't know if it's maybe different machines have different sequences. I'm not exactly sure. And so what I like to do is just print it off. I run through it in my machine just to make sure it's the right sequence. And then what I do is just make my own notes, and then I put my own, like, what colors I used per sequence. So that's going to be my method of how to track it and what looks good as well. Alright, so this cupcake design is telling me it has 14 colors. It's going to take 28 minutes. I only have white, the blue, the purple, the red, and the black for my embroidery thread. So we're going to see what design we're going to make today with what colors. So I have hooped up my SQ140B. I'm using the Janome Memory Craft 500E embroidery machine. I'm using some Glide thread, embroidery thread from the brand Glide. I'm also using Tearaway Stabilizer. It's hooped up. So this one's 140 millimeters by 140 millimeters hoop. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it under. So the first stitch is going to be my placement stitch, so it's right on the Tearaway Stabilizer. Alright, so that's the outline. That's where we're going to want to place our felt. Of course, the last time you can watch the video of the unicorn, that was my first time doing felties, and there was lots of mistakes that I made, so you can see that video. Just want to make sure that you are adding extra felt. Like, this isn't going to be the final outcome. I'm actually surprised that this one is so close to this felty, because when you do your very last stitch, it is the outline, so you're going to get some wiggle room to cut it. So I'm kind of surprised that it's that close. So in this project, I'm going to use some blue stiffened felt. It is going to be a bit tricky because I do have a blue thread color, so I don't know if it's actually going to be showing up. I might have to omit that. So this one is a 9 by 12. It is polyester. It's a stiffened felt. And what I did is I cut it in half, so at the 6-inch mark, and then I just cut it further to fit the hoop, depending on how big it is, but it looks like that's going to be a good size. So I'm going to use some 505 on this, on the back of it. You can also pin it as well. And I'm just going to put it directly inside the hoop. So I was a little unsure, so I just took it off the hoop, and you can see at the back that's going to cover it really nicely. I could have probably actually made it a bit smaller. So those are going to cover all those cupcakes. Okay, so this first stitch is going to be the bottom of the cupcake, and I think I'm just going to leave it in white because I have my blue felt now on. So alright, so we got the lines on the cake. It's going to embroider the bottom of it. I think I'm going to leave it white as well. Alright, so we have the bottom of the base of the cupcake, and now I believe it's going to be the first layer of the cupcake. And I'm thinking, so that's my purple option. That's my red option. Haven't even opened the red. I think I'm gonna go with purple on this one. and then it'll be the first icing on the cake. And then I was thinking, oh, it's so hard. Maybe doing I'll do the cherry and red for sure, but I think I might even switch back the top of the icing cake to white. Oh, so many tough decisions. So I do like that color combination. I think what's gonna be next is the outline for the top of the icing, maybe? So when I look on the design sheet, there's two colors that do the exact same design. So I wonder if maybe it's like one's a placement stitch. So if I wanted to do maybe like a white fabric underneath, I don't know. We're just gonna have to try it. I'm gonna change it back to white. The first one, I'm gonna put my presser foot back down. It does show a different color, but I'm gonna use the same color. It says that it's just gonna do the exact same outline as this one. So maybe just for contrast, but let's do the same color. So it did just do the exact same stitching outline. I wonder maybe if you wanted to do a different color, like a white one on top. I'm not too sure. I mean, it's showing a different color. Maybe it's adding dimension. So the next stitch is for this to make it really, really thick. So I'm just going to use the white again. I really like that stitch. It just makes it really nice and clean. Now for the red cherry on top. The cherries on top. Next is the sprinkles, and there's 6 different colors you can do for sprinkles, which is 6 steps, which is a lot. So I think I'm going to choose just the purple and the white. It's just that it's like I'd have to do 2 of the purple and then a white because they're different sizes of sprinkles. So the next one I think I'm going to do is purple, then I'll do the white, and then purple and white. See how that goes, just so that we get a little bit of a contrast so that they're not all purple big ones and small ones, but maybe they'll look good too. I don't know. Okay. The pattern is showing a sequence just for 1 sprinkle, but now it's giving me some more. So 3 sprinkles are done. I looked online at the pattern again. So because it's grouped into 4, it might be a slightly different pattern. Never mind, I checked the file again. It only has 14 steps. So I did print off the wrong PDF. So that's my fault. So it's saying I'm going to be doing the little sprinkles now. So I'm going to keep it purple, and then I'm going to keep it white to do the small little sprinkles. All right, so the purple small sprinkles are done. We're now on to the small white sprinkles. So I think there's 5 steps to these sprinkles, so you can really pick and choose your colors. All right, all those little tiny sprinkles, I have 1 more round, so this is my 13th step. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to keep it white, keep it really simple, and then we'll put on the backing felt. Okay, so they are done. They look so good. Now I just have the little threads all at the bottom, but they look amazing. I love them. So before our last step, I just have to add a backing to it. Now, I am faced with a dilemma. Do I add the same color backing to it? Do I add, like, this is a lighter blue, obviously. Does it really matter on the backing of the fabric? I feel like it does. I don't know. But this one, I think I'm going to try the blue, and just this is eco-friendly, like polyester made from 100% recycled pop bottles. So this one is going to be a lot softer than the stiffened fabric. But I don't know, what do you think? Like, should I be using the same backing as this one? I think these ones are a little bit more expensive. So cost-wise, if I'm using a full sheet of these, is that economical for cost-wise? Or like these ones you can definitely get a little bit more inexpensive because they're not the stiffened kind, but I don't know, what do you think? Do you care? I guess it depends really what you're using it for. So I do have some of the black, which actually might go a bit better. Let's see, I'm gonna do the black. So I'm just gonna cut this black sheet. This is a 9x12 sheet. I'm just gonna cut this 9x12 sheet in half, and then I'm gonna put some 505 temporary adhesive spray, put it on the back, and then do that final stitch. I have the black on the other side, some 505 adhesive spray, and then that. So let's put it back on the machine. I have changed my mind. I put the blue thread on so it matches more. All right, it is all complete. I did it in a blue stitch so you can barely see it, but it did go right beside the outline. So it's really close because I was worried about this side, like that being so close to this. So just to note for me in the future, so this is the back because I'm using the blue thread, but I've just been using white bobbin thread for the back. So I should have really used and wound up some black or blue bobbin thread to change it out so that it's looking seamless, but that's all right. I'm just gonna note also the final measurements for this. So it is, I could have probably cut 4.5 inches tall and 4 inches wide. All right, look how cute and small they are. 2, 3, 4. So cute. All right, so they are all done and they are so cute. I really wish though at the back I did change my bobbin thread, but that's something to note for next time. Just under 2 inches for one. You know, it did take 28 minutes to make 4 of them, so just pricing them accordingly, but it's really nice to have that extra felt at the back. So there is a next size up for these, but it doesn't embroider 4 at a time, it just does it individually. But if you were looking for like a play felt story, for sure, these are really nice. You could definitely add them to like a barrette. Okay, so how profitable are these? If my machine's saying like 26 minutes, but that's not including me changing my thread or anything like that or putting on the back fabric, that's just solely the machine time. Let's say we're going to be 30 minutes for 4 of them. That makes $7.50 each. I would have to sell these at. So for these to be listed on Etsy, I think these ones have been more selling for like $4, maybe $5 just for one. So I think it just depends how much you want to charge for your time, your machine time, and also the cost of the felt. So if the felt costs me $1, the embroidery costs me even 30 cents, the listing costs me this. But I think starting off, I think it's a really great method. Just all these different things that we have to think about. So I'm making a couple more of them. Same design. So I cut these down. They were 4.5 by 6, but I mean I could cut them down even more. So actually I'd be able, for these sheets, the 9x12 sheets, I'll be able to get 4 sets of the little tiny cupcakes. So that makes it a lot more economical. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment below what other file you would like to see made or what you're going to be using your felties for. I will talk to you later. Bye!